It's a pleasure to be here with the Board of Directors of Volkswagen to present the findings of Imperial Consulting Group number 7. We were brought in a difficult time with some negative concerning the Volkswagen non-compliance diesel engine scandal. But we believe that with the path that we uncovered and the good positive fundamentals we've seen, the brand could be positioned for growth into the future. We were very surprised and very amazed with how engaged is the employee base of Volkswagen, and also how loyal is the customer. So with the proposal that we have in terms of short, mid and long-term initiatives, we strongly believe that the brand can be positioned for future growth. Now, we looked at what initiatives should Volkswagen embark on in order to resume growth as defined by new vehicle sales of 10% over 2016 in the next terms. And our strategy is based on 3 key initiatives. One, very short term, is address immediately the brand erosion and serve customers that have been impacted on a regional level, so customer support units. Making sure that the brand into the future will not have again a situation like this of non-compliance through very strict internal audit controls, and also focus on releasing environmental friendly vehicles to position the brand into the future and the kind of take away the idea of the diesel scandal. The first initiative is due to the fact that even though it's a global impact, has been more impactful within Europe. Europe has a lot of diesel car park, and especially Germany, France, and United Kingdom have been especially impacted. So we need to focus on these loyal customers and work with our partners of dealership to make sure that the brand is helping customers and stopping this brand erosion. Now, there are some risks of doing this, such as scale up of costs and the interference of local governments. But we, through a clear communication program, we can demonstrate that we take care of our customers, and we want to make sure that we address a wrong through the right activities. So short term, this is the recommendation. We also need to make sure that we show to the market, shareholders and customers that this will not happen again. Now, this will be an overhaul of the corporate culture. We want to make sure that everyone in Volkswagen feels accountable for the quality, that everyone in Volkswagen feel that they have something to say, they should say it and escalate it to avoid this happening again. Now, as any organizational culture, it takes time and should come from the top. But we are very enthusiastic with the new management team that is in front of me, that this can be made and this can be delivered. Now, it may not be enough initially to show the market that we are serious, but this is fundamental that Volkswagen leads the industry in terms of strict compliance. The third point is that Volkswagen has bet on the diesel platform due to the lower fuel consumption, as also a diesel engine lower CO2 emissions as the green cars. Now, with the diesel being impacted and the diesel platform being somewhat tarnished, we recommend that Volkswagen investigates either hybrid or hydrogen type of cars, so green cars, and actually look at acquisition targets that could bring the non-existing capabilities and gaps into resources to actually grow. This could lead to some cannibalization of existing brands. It would be a known cannibalization, but we will show that this could position the company for mid to long term very strong growth, and definitely build the brand as a green company and not the company linked with diesel scandals. Now, if we looked at the combined impact in terms of million of units of sales of the different initiatives, we see that the red line is the customer support. It's very short term and is definitely to address the brand erosion and make sure that we stop the bleeding, and that will gradually phase out, and the environmental friendly vehicles will then come into play. It will take 1 or 2 years of developing these new cars and also make sure the acquisition targets deliver this new growth. But we think that we can grow up to 11% versus 2016 and actually mitigate a contraction that happens in 2016 because of the scandal. Now, what is very important to recap is that Volkswagen has a very strong equity of positivity, of engagement, of employees that truly believe in what they do and want to see the brand succeed. There are the right fundamentals, and with making sure that the customers that have been affected are taken care of, that strict audit controls are in place to avoid this happening again in the future, and that new green vehicles into the future can give the growth, we really think that Volkswagen can be reestablished as the leader in the industry, and that all the brands in the Volkswagen portfolio will definitely bring the brand into the future. Thank you very much, and we're enthusiastic to make this happen.